welcome back to Fishing the Midwest. Hey, you know what? A dad and his son going fishing is a great thing, and going fishing for crappies like Jace Peterson and his dad Travis are going to do is really, really special. Here's what I mean. If you want to enjoy some early season fishing action, you need to check out crappies. And if you have a youngster that you want to introduce to fishing, crappies are the perfect deal. Travis Peterson introduced his son Jace to fishing at a young age, and it shows. Jace is a very good angler. Today I'm going to tag along while Travis and Jace chase crappies. They're going to fish around docks with slip bobber rigs and plain hooks and minnows. Right away when they pull up to the dock, they get a double, although not the crappies they were expecting. It's a pair of 12-inch bass. Those will be the smallest fish they catch on this trip.
2 bass, huh? A daily double, huh?
You can tell Jace has done this before. Watch how he puts his bobber rig right where he wants to.
Oh, okay. There's one, Jace.
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
While Jace and Travis wait for another bite, let's look at that big one.
Big. Look at that big one, Jace. Whoa, look at that one. Look at that one. Oh, wow. There's a crappie, huh? Look at that one. There's a nice one.
Then Jace's bobber went down again. And this time, it wasn't a crappie.
Jace? You got one? The bass? Oh yeah, nice bass. I'll grab him for you, bud. There you go. All right. Fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of folks don't realize it, but slip bobber fishing is a big deal for a wide variety of fish. It's such a big deal that Northland created the Light Bite slip bobber. This guy is quality. It slides in the line really easily and detects the lightest of bites. If you're into slip bobbering, and you should be, check out the Light Bite slip bobber. We have another bobber going down.
There's crappie.
Wow, there you go.
There's another one.
Jason, you got a favorite fish to catch?
Yeah. It probably has to be crappie or bass.
Crappie or bass? These crappies aren't real aggressive. Travis explains why they need to be pretty precise in their casting.
They like to hang in that shade to get out of that bright sun, and you can see there's a dark spot under there, and it just attracts the fish. There's probably a bunch of crappies, bluegills, bass all mixed in, and they're it's just like a magnet. They just kind of suck right underneath that pontoon or that canopy, and if you can get in there close enough, you can get them to bite, but they don't want to come out too far.
This is a good deal. You know, Travis and his brother Craig were introduced to fishing at a young age by their dad Dwayne and their uncle John. And now Travis and Craig are making sure their kids are introduced to fishing. These are special times for Jace and Travis, as well as Grandpa Dwayne and Uncle John. If you know a youngster that would like to go fishing, make a promise to yourself right now to take that kid out and watch a bobber this spring. The youngster will appreciate it, and so will you. You know, I truly believe that if we had more kids watching bobbers instead of video games, the world would be a better place. And Cabotogama Lake, you know what, for walleyes, you can't beat it. For all of us at Fishing the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. Be nice to one another. We'll see you again next time.
Hi folks, it's Ivo here from Thunderous Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thunderous Fishing Tips. What I'd like to do is take a moment out and just give a quick demo on how to fillet a crappie. But before we do so, I have a black crappie here and a white crappie, and I'll show you 3 distinct features that will enable you to tell the difference between the two. If you take a look here, the white crappie has got an elongated snout as compared to the black crappie, where it's much more short and stout. And then if we work our way along, the white crappie has a predominant black dot on the back side on the end of the gill cover, whereas the black crappie does not. And the black crappie, as you can see here, is peppered with black dots, whereas the white crappie has more of these black lines, almost like a perch. That's kind of like a bluegill, and the lines are kind of like a perch. And those are three distinct features that will help you tell the difference between a black crappie and a white crappie. And right now, we're going to take a minute out, and we're going to fillet one of these up and show you how easy it is to do. Now crappies can get fairly large, but I'm gonna fillet this smaller one, as this is the most sought after size right there. So let's take a minute and just take a quick look on how to fillet this fish. And very simply, just cut behind the gill cover like so, turn them over, cut along the other side of the gill cover, and then with your knife just run it right along the top of the back fin here, just like so. And you see I'm using a nice little fillet knife here, which I love using for panfish. And same thing on the other side. Now once I've made those incisions, just take your knife and run it right along the backbone, just like so. And there's a rib cage that goes around just like this. And this is the same on sunfish, on bass. That rib cage just goes just like so. So just take your knife, and then once you get around the rib cage, you can poke it right through and then come right out the other side. And then once you've done that, turn the fish over and do the same thing to the other side. Take the knife and run it right along that rib cage, just like so, and then you can poke your knife through and just work it right to the tail, just like so. Now, all you have to do now is cut along and just work your knife along the rib cage. There's not much meat there on the rib cage. There's not much there. So once you've come around the rib cage, you basically just go straight down, just like so, and there's your one fillet right there. And now you've got the other side. You can now finish removing that fillet on the other side, and again, just take it right around the rib cage and work your way right down through, just like so. Cut it off, and there you have two boneless fillets. And then you just hold the fillet down like so. Oh, I cut the skin is very, very soft on a crappie. But all you have to do now is just hold the skin down, take your fillet knife and run it just along between the skin and the fillet, and there you have it right there, one boneless crappie fillet. And this is ready for the frying pan. And let me tell you folks, when it comes to fine dining, crappie is very, very good. It's a delicate meat, it's a little bit sweet, and it's very, very tasty. So I hope next time you're on the water you're able to get into some crappies, and if you do, have yourself a nice fish fry. And until next time folks, good luck and good fishing.